Hello, Leo. Welcome to Karma on Deck. I'm Karma. Today is January 25th. We're going to do your reading for Leo for this week. So let's take a look and see what is going on for y'all right out the gate. Oh, okay. Leo. Ace of Coins, starting out good. Four of Swords, deadlines. Three of Cups, Star card, and the Hermit. Nice combo. So, interesting. So your baseline, where you're coming from emotionally. Well, where you're coming from right now, Ace of Coins is all about money. You do feel some deadline and pressure. There's some things going on for you that's telling you time is go, go, go. We do have the Three of Cups, so there's something about Leo that's keeping their circle small, so to speak. We do have the Star card and the Hermit card. Those paired together have a tendency to tell us that you're relying on your own counsel, that you have the vision in mind of where you want things to go, and that you're keeping it to yourself. You're keeping information and data pretty close to the chest. You definitely have a sense of protecting your, what's the word I'm looking for? Protecting your circle, protecting your tribe. You're keeping things small, you're keeping things close to the chest, etc. So interestingly enough, these two paired up just the same. I don't remember if it was Cancer or not, but I see that you're learning your lessons when it's regarding Two of Coins, your partnerships and pairing, especially when it comes to your money. You have the Five of Coins. You've been looking at your budget, trying to figure out what it is you want to do with your money, seeing where you want to place it, and trying to be clean and clear with your budget, and trying to see if there's an even exchange in your transaction, so to speak, in your relationships and your money, with your money. We do have the Page of Wands, the lessons learned, or you've got some classes coming up. Maybe it's a continuing education, or you're taking on something new or fun, or you're actually going back to school or contemplating it. I see some major changes for you coming up. So balance as well. So this is an interesting combination. So when I look at this, what I see is the death of you pretending to be something you're not. This is the death of you lying to yourself. This is the death of the change, the rebirth into perfect balance. Because before this, it kind of feels like you weren't living as authentically as you wanted to, or you are living a life that wasn't authentic, and you're starting to put that away because you're coming into this internal balance. This is the thing we all look for. It's not looking for those external sources to bring us, pleasure, satisfaction, or validation. The Seven of Cups is all about internal balance. So this in turn, perception is projection. This in turn is giving you that external balance and more love, which you guys are the first ones to come up with any love and balance whatsoever. Everybody else was in conflict. So it feels like you've already made these decisions. You've already chosen you've already kind of made it, you've gotten pretty clear, not only on what you want to do with money, but what you want to do spiritually. This is the difference between passion versus purpose, right? So what you're good at, what you enjoy is different than what your purpose is and what you're designed to do. But as you're coming into alignment, as you're coming into this perfect balance, you're starting to see the universe reciprocate. You're starting to see how some of these, reflections that you're taking on are starting to show up within your external purview. So love and money is the same energy, right? So I am seeing the Queen of Coins, which is good because as you're being more responsible and careful with your money and starting to make decisions about that in a more logical manner, or really taking on what it is you want to do, you see I have Queen of Coins and the Ace of Coins. So this tells me that money is coming your way. Or if it isn't already, you're being very cautious, careful, and aware. Let's take a look and see what the Mystic Dreamer has to say about how you're showing up in relationships. Like I say, this isn't always just about your lovers. It can be, it could be. It's not something I can pick out for the collective, but let's take a look and see how you are showing up. Ooh, committed, Four of Wands, Two of Swords, indecision, committed decision. Knight of Swords, short-tempered maybe, impulsive. Drama, King of Cups. So how that makes me feel when I look at that balance of cards and images, information, is I'm seeing the four, well, I'm also picking up something else entirely. So you are tired of going back and forth. You are tired of being indecisive. It looks to me like had made impulsive decisions in the past. and you're emotional. So the King of Swords is all about emotional mastery, right? And you have decided that you don't want to cut any more corners. The only way you could be is raw. You have the Seven of Swords, Five of Wands, internal struggle, been unhappy with this, and it's time, right? So as you're moving forward, you got the Six of Pentacles. So maybe people aren't contributing to you as you think they should, and you're starting to look at things as equal measure, like let them come to me kind of thing. You do have the Ace of Cups here. Remember, you have the Ace of Swords in the other deck, King of Pentacles, King of Cups. So as I pulled out the Six of Pentacles, I rarely do inverted meanings, but the Six of Pentacles really is all about charity and contribution and how things, how people balance, or even whether you're charitable or contributing. So as you have the Six of Pentacles and the Knight of Pentacles, it's all about you weighing and measuring people's, what's the word I'm looking for? Not exactly contribution, but effort, Is it equal measure? Is it equal effort? You've been a little decisive. And Queen of Wands too tells me that you're coming from a place of image. Like, how are things looking? Because here's what's true. How people want to be perceived is really a key to their soul. It's really about how they want the world to see them, and it shows them where they place their value. So Queen of Wands is all about image, and you're starting to make a decision here. Queen of Wands and Queen of Swords together. How does that image versus how people make decisions look? How's that all balancing out? How are you balancing out? We do have the Nine of Pentacles, which is pretty much all about celebration, but I'm going to pull one more card for you, and that's the Temperance card. So for you, and like I was just saying, and I love that I was inspired to pull an extra card here, the Temperance card is all about balance. So this is spiritual balance, financial balance, emotional balance. So Temperance card is all the give and take of spirit, the give and take of how things are coming together and how they're playing out and living in concert with one another. Because everything has its ecosystem. So that's your reading so far. I am going to pull a card from the Divination of the Ancients. Let's take a look and see what that message is for you. If you want a one-on-one with me, you know how to do it, karmaondeck.com. Or you can find me on My Psychic One. Let's take a look and see. Your card. Feathers, message. What is your message? Okay, so when you ask for guidance, Spirit responds without fail. The universe has been sending you messages in reply to your questions, but you have blocked your ability to notice them. So is there a little bit of overwhelm going on with you? You may have been hoping for guidance for so long that you're focused on the asking rather than the receiving of a reply. Ask yourself this: are you really wanting an answer? So is prayer a repetitive practice because it's something you're supposed to do, or are you really looking for answers, right? If yes, then start to become aware of the replies that come to you from Spirit. Keep vigilant, for the answers come in many different forms. As an overheard conversation, relevant to your question, as a song playing on the radio, in words spoken by a friend, or in other ways, including the sight of a beautiful feather falling in your path. I know I love my playlists on my little AI. Beginning of my day, I will tell my phone, show me what it looks like today. And almost always it pulls something randomly from my 2000 songs, and it's just the perfect one every time. I actually use that to my advantage. Instead of waiting for it, I ask for it. So the incantation for the week for you guys is: upon the wind, whispers ride, messages on feathers fall far and wide. Signals come in form and sound, I see answers all around. And then it says at the bottom, your prayers are being answered. The answers are all around you. Well, there you have it. I will catch you guys next week. Meanwhile, catch me on the live, or I'll see you next time. Thanks for hanging out with me. Like, share, subscribe. Tell me where you are in the world. And until then, namaste. Much love to you.